All right, Peter, please, you're going to turn on your camera today, please.
Right, that's fine. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. So it's 9:10, you can start.
All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Peter Pankyes, and today I will be discussing essential habits to build for tech professionals. Okay. So sorry, my don't know what is wrong. Okay, my slide is not changing. Okay. Sorry. I Can you still see my screen?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So for today's discussion, we are going to look at the following points displayed on the screen. So hopefully we'll be taking these points one after the other. Okay. So overview. In a rapidly evolving world of technology, developing effective habits is crucial for success and growth. So this session is designed to provide us with actionable insights and practical examples to enhance our skills, improve productivity, and also stay ahead in our tech career journey. So the first point we'll be looking at today is continuous learning. Okay. Continuous learning also referred to constant learning or lifelong learning. Okay. I would like to explain continuous learning in a very simple term as the process of making deliberate effort in trying to gain knowledge, trying to gain a new skill, and also information in an ongoing basis, that is day in, day out. Okay. So when you constantly make efforts to gain new knowledge, to gain a new skill, to gain new information, you are practicing continuous learning. Okay. And as techies, it is expected that we consider this habit. Okay. We need to practice continuous learning in order for us to enhance our tech career journey, in order for us to improve productivity, in order for us to improve our skills as well. So as techies, it's expected that we practice continuous learning. Is very, very important in our tech career journey. Okay. And continuous learning, just like I said, is a lifelong learning, is a lifelong education. When we learn, we acquire knowledge. And when we acquire knowledge, it's expected that whatsoever knowledge we acquire, we incorporate our skill. And when we do that, our skill we develop our skill, and that fosters growth. So that is how it works. The continuous learning is very, very important in our tech career journey. And it's just like I said, it's a deliberate effort to constantly try to make to gain new information, new knowledge, and new thoughts on different subjects. Okay. Uh, there's a research, I think, according to that knowledge doubles up every 12 hours. And I was like, wow, okay, knowledge doubles every 12 hours. If knowledge doubles every 12 hours, it means that uh, after we graduated from the university, maybe 2 years ago, that means some of the things that we have been taught, some of the concepts, some of the methods that we were being taught in school back then have become obsolete because since knowledge doubles up every 12 months, okay? So that means and are now obsolete. And if some of the things that we've learned in school are obsolete, it means we cannot use these concepts that we have been taught, the knowledge that we have been given in school, the methods that we have been taught in school to problems, okay? And even if we try to use them to solve modern problems, I think because the knowledge, the idea, the concept, the methods are obsolete, we might likely get an obsolete result. And if we get an obsolete result, that means there's a problem. So in order for us to stay ahead in the curve, to enhance our tech career journey, we need to practice continuous learning, okay? It's very important for us to stay updated with industry trends. And some of the ways in which we can stay updated with industry trends is by following tech blogs, visiting tech news websites, following the right persons on social media. Like you cannot be a techie and then we go to your social media handles and then we see most of the people we are looking up to, most of the people we are following, the celebrities, musicians, comedians, some random content creators and all that. So we are expected to be mindful of the kind of people we follow on social media as techies, okay, as it will help us to stay up to date with industry trends, okay? So these are some of the ways that we can stay updated with industry trends. We can also regularly attending workshops and conferences and even webinars. And I think even for us to be on this call, uh, I think it's a kind of way of practicing continuous learning, okay? Because whether you like it or not, before the end of this session, you should be able to at least learn one or two new things. Okay, so continuous learning is very, very essential for our success as techies. So we should incorporate that to our tech career journey. The second point we'll be looking at is regular practice. And I would like to ask this question. Okay, does practice make perfect? Because I know this is the popular saying, practice make perfect. So does it really make someone to be perfect, like regular practicing? I think for me it's true. Yeah, it does. Okay, because the more we practice, the more we perfect whatsoever tasks we have been saddled with, the more we improve productivity, the more we find better way of achieving our tasks. So regular practice is very, very important, okay? And some of the ways or some of the platforms that we can leverage on to practice, platforms like the W3 schools, Lead Code, Code Academy. These are some platforms that we can leverage on to carry out some practice to perfect our to improve tasks and productivity. Okay, so when we do this regularly, it helps us to it helps to enhance our tech career journey. It helps to improve our skill. It helps to improve our general productivity as techies. The third point we'll be looking at is effective communication. Okay, what is effective communication? I think in simple terms, I can say effective communication is the process of exchanging ideas, exchanging thoughts, uh, exchanging knowledge, exchanging data, such that the message that is sent is understood with clarity and and purpose. Okay, so that is what effective communication means in simple terms. And in order to have an effective communication, there are some certain characteristics that you need to put into consideration. And one of these is confidence. We have coherence, we have conciseness, we have courtesy, correctness, clarity, concreteness. Okay, in order for you to communicate effectively, whatever you intend to communicate, you need to have these attributes. Okay, like talking about confidence, like if you are not confident about what you want to communicate or the message you want to pass across, I think the people that you intend to share the information or communicate with will not even believe what you are saying. They will not take you seriously. Let's just assume you are a digital marketer, and then maybe you are trying to convince someone to buy your product. Okay, if you are not confident about your product, if you're not confident about what you are trying to sell to the person, I think there's going to be a problem. How do you expect the person to be convinced when you yourself are not even confident of what you are saying? Okay, so these are some of the characteristics of effective communication. Coherence, you need to put whatsoever you're trying to communicate in order. Like you cannot start a communication bottom up. You need to put it in an orderly manner in such a way that it will be easy for the receiver or whatsoever message you are trying to send across or pass across to understand. Conciseness, also, it's another characteristic of effective communication. Okay, when we try to communicate, we should try as much as we can to ensure that what we're communicating or the information we're trying to pass across is concise. Okay, it should just be straight to the point. Okay, courtesy, we have correctness as well. Correctness also, we should always make sure that the information or the message we're trying to share or the document we write are correct, okay, so that we don't end up misleading our people, we don't end up misleading our team members or the people we are collaborating with, okay. Clarity, we need to be clear in our communication. We need to be clear with the message we're trying to pass across. And concreteness, I think this simply means important. Okay, if you're trying to share an information that is not important, I think your your audience or the people you're trying to communicate with will not give you maximum attention. So in order for you to get maximum attention, you need to ensure that whatever you want to share or the information you want to pass across is very important, is concrete. Okay, and some of the ways that we can improve our communication skills is by regularly attending team meetings and brainstorming session. Okay, like here in Bincom, I think most teams usually have daily stand-ups, and these stand-ups usually happens 2 times a day in some teams. I don't know, but for my team, I think we usually have two stand-ups, morning and in the evening. So the stand-ups are platforms in which you can leverage on to improve your communication skills. And if you've been attending stand-ups regularly, I think for a long time, I think by now, at least you can see that if you observe carefully, you should be able to know that okay, you've improved your communication skills somewhat. Okay. Uh, the next point is effective time management. Okay, what is effective time management? Effective time management is the process of planning and exercising conscious control of our time spent on specific tasks or engagement. Okay, so a staircase is expected that we take very conscious control of our time. We should be very conscious of time. We should allocate time for different tasks, different activities, and and and, and what have you. So some of the tools that we can leverage on to help us manage our tasks effectively are tools like the Google Calendar is a very easy tool that you can use to manage your tasks. You can just go to your Google Calendar, select date and time for maybe tasks that you intend to achieve. Other other tools that we can leverage on are tools like the Trello board, Asana, Jira. These are good examples of tools that we can leverage on to effectively manage our time. Okay, so this is also important for us as techies if we really want to be successful in our tech career journey. Networking. Okay, this is also a very important habit that we need to consider as techies. Networking is the process of connecting and building relationship, okay, with like-minded people or with people that you have a common interest, that you share common interests with, okay. So some of the ways that we can build a relationship or professional network is by joining online communities and forums, okay. So these are ways that we can network, okay. And seriously, talking from my experience, I think I've benefited from networking somehow because I think some months back I was able to help somebody. The person actually look out for me through a particular community because of the contribution I've been making in that community. So the person reached out to me. He needed help on a particular project. So I was able to help the person out. The person is actually from South Africa. So I was able to help her out, and I got paid for that. So joining communities, making contributions in community, we help you network, and it can even help you to secure some job opportunities that are not even advertised. Okay, so it's very important to us to network. It helps us to grow. It helps us to be known. It helps us to be globally attractive as well. Yeah, problem solving skills is the next point that we'll be looking at. Okay, so for us to be successful as techies, for us to enhance our skills, we need to enhance our problem solving abilities. Okay, So problem solving is a complex skill. It involves critical thinking, decision making, creativity, and information processing. Okay, so effective problem solvers use a systematic approach that allows them to break down difficult problems into smaller chunks or into more manageable parts. Okay, so we need to enhance our problem solving abilities on staircase. And some of the ways that we can do that is by engaging in projects that requires creative solutions, okay? By engaging in activities like hackathons, also will also help us to enhance our problem solving abilities, okay? So collaboration is the next point we'll be talking about. Yeah, as techies, collaboration is very important in our tech career journey. When we collaborate, we gain trust. Like we give people the opportunity to trust us. It makes us to be trusted. It gives us a kind of inspiration. We get inspired from what other people are doing as well. It gives us room to exchange our ideas, our thoughts with other like-minded people. It gives us the opportunity to assist to assist one another when we collaborate. It also gives us room to support one another. It also help us to be successful, okay? Because when you collaborate, uh, you the kind of success you achieve is, or let me just put it this way, you achieve success very easily when you collaborate, okay? And again, what collaboration does is that it allows us to share a lot of resources with one another or the people who are collaborating. It could be in your team or whatsoever people or whatsoever platform you're using to collaborate. It allows you to share your ideas, to share resources, to share a lot of things. Okay. And again, it fosters teamwork. Okay. We get opportunity to work as a team. So that is what collaboration does. So collaboration is very, very important to us as techies. It is something that we need to highly consider, or it is something that we need to practice, okay? And again, I think most of us collaborating in one way or the other in Bincom, because if you're in Bincom, you definitely must belong to a particular team, okay? So collaboration is very, very important. And some tools that we can use to collaborate, tools like the GitHub. I think GitHub allows us to collaborate with other people that are not even that we cannot even see physically. Okay, it allows us to collaborate with other people and to collaborate with work that other people are already doing, or work jobs that are already projects that are already in existence. Okay, health and well-being is another point that we need to put into consideration as techies. I said health is wealth. Yes, of course, health is wealth, and health is very our health and well-being is very, very important. We need to be cautious of our health and well-being as techies. We need time to rest, we need time to sleep, we need time to exercise, we need time to eat, we need time to we need time to create room for other activities. Okay, and health, we said, is not just the absence of disease, but is it has to do with your mental well-being and infirmity as well. Okay, So that is what health is. And example, we taking regular break and following Pomodoro technique. Examples of ways in which we can take care of ourselves. Okay, example of ways that we can leverage onto the causes of our health and well-being. Okay, the Pomodoro technique, I think, is a technique developed by Francesco in 1980s, and the way this technique works is that it gives you room, or it allows you to set a timer for your task. You do that repeatedly, and then at each interval you take a break of 15 minutes. No, sorry, you take a break of 5 minutes and then come back to your tasks, and you do that repeatedly for like 3 times or 4 times. Then for the fourth time, you take longer break before you come back to your tasks again, and you need to do that repeatedly. I guess with that, it will help you to carry out the task effectively. Because talking out of experience, sometimes when we continuously trying to work or trying to achieve a particular task without break, sometimes we get stuck. Like you, especially when you are coding, sometimes you see when you encounter maybe uh, a bug in your code, you try to figure out where the bug is, and then you'll not be able to do that because your head is congested, and then you are you are experiencing fatigue or something, and then you will not be able to reason well because you are not taking breaks uh, within tasks. Okay, but sometimes when you just take a little refreshment, you try to relax and then visit back the code, you see that it will be easy for you to just identify where the error is, and then you'll be able to debug. So taking breaks within tasks is important, and one of the ways that we can do that is by adopting the Pomodoro technique. Another point that we need to practice as techies to be successful, to improve productivity and enhance our tech career journey is adaptability. Adaptability is a very important habit that we need to consider as techies. We need to find a way of embracing methodologies. You don't just stick to a particular way of doing things. You need to give room for change. You understand? You don't have to classically condition yourself in such a way that you deny room for change. Because you feel that is that particular way that you are doing or you are carrying out your tasks. It's how it should be. Okay. So as tech is expected that we embrace changes. We try to improve on processes. We try to optimize processes. Okay, so I think that is what adaptability means in this context. We need to be open to feedback and continuous improvement in our workplaces. Okay. Creativity and innovation is another point. This is also important. Creativity and innovation are two words that are constantly thrown around in brainstorming sessions, corporate meetings, and company mission statements. There's no question that these values are highly prized in the fast-paced modern workplace, but do leaders use these terms truly? Know the difference between them? Okay, so some of the ways that I don't really need to explain this, because I believe we know what creativity is all about, we know what innovation is all about, and some of the ways that we can practice creativity and innovation is by participating in events like hackathons, ideathons, innovation labs. Like here in Bincom, we have one of our services that what it does is give you an opportunity to create, to come up with innovation, okay? And I'm talking about labs by Bincom, okay? So these are some of the uh, services in Bincom that you can leverage on to enhance your creativity and innovation. Okay, ethical standards in technology are essential guidelines that ensure the responsible development and use of technology, promoting fairness, transparency, and accountability. By adhering to this ethical standard, these tech professionals can build trust, foster innovation, and contribute positively to the society. Okay, and for example, understanding and adhering to data privacy laws, uh, uh, examples of ethical standards in tech. Okay, like in your organization, there are some privacy laws. There are things that you are not expected to share with the outside audience or people outside of your workspace. Okay, so we need to practice. Good ethical standards. Like you don't go out sharing your your login credentials of a particular platform that your organization used to people outside of your workspace. If you do that, you're going against ethical standards. So the ethical standard is something that we should uphold strongly as techies. And again, another ethical standard in tech is that it promotes inclusivity and diversity in the workplace. Okay, a tech is not just narrowed down to a particular gender. Tech is something that should be inclusive for everyone, like all genders, whether you are a male or female. Okay, tech is inclusive for everyone. That is why today there's a lot of campaigns going on to bringing more women into tech. Okay, because the ethical standards allows that. So I think that's the end of my presentation, and yeah, all the points that I've mentioned so far, I think are very, very important points, are things that we need to practice, we need to incorporate in our tags, in our tech career journey, because they are very important. And these are things that will help us to be successful. These are things that will help us to improve productivity in our workspace. Okay, so we need to prioritize all of these points. There's no any point that is more important than the other. Okay, all of them are very, very important. Yeah, I think I've come to the end of the presentation. If you have questions or maybe further contribution to make, you can just go ahead and do that. Thank you, everyone.